Alright, and we're back with Mother Ostankya here. We are at the end of a turn, so let's go ahead and roll it over. It's been a few days since I last recorded, but if memory serves, the plan was to take our armies up north and go to fight with the Sisters of Twilight. I was curious about taking their magical forest. I believe that Ostankya gets more spirit essence from each magic forest settlement she controls. We can go ahead and check that once the turn is back in our hands. There we go. Tyrannoch is dead. That's kind of what I was expecting. Yeah, the other elves had turned on them. Okay, so, yes, we are generating 2 spirit essence from low corruption in our 2 provinces, and 4 from buildings, from our landmarks. And it looks like, yes, there is also means of generating spirit essence through magical forests. Okay. So I'm curious to see what that is, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking my armies up north to see what's going on here. Outside of fighting Wood Elves, they generally don't have enough armies. No one in Total War Warhammer with a substantial amount of settlements has enough armies to defend all their settlements. But Wood Elves in particular, especially in the early game, before the magical forests get too strong, they really lack for the ability to hold the territory they pick up. Which is why, generally in the early game as Wood Elves, it's not smart to pick up a lot of territory. Unless you're cool with losing it, I suppose. Let's see. We actually don't have anything else to do. We're not making very much money at the moment. We could spend some of the Spirit Essence, though. And if we spend Spirit Essence, then we get more Spirit Essence towards unlocking other hexes. So, let's see. I mean, I could just throw this curse, this hex, on a Wood Elf army for a laugh. Though evidently not one inside a settlement. I guess that makes sense. And currently they've got both their armies sitting inside settlements, so I won't do that. I can go ahead and make some blessings and curses, though, and I need to do that after I did that quest battle last time. So, let's see. Do I want... If I'm going against Wood Elves, curses would probably be pretty good, as they're going to have a few units that are going to be really quality. Let's see here. Typhlosis is certainly far from bad. Agony Succession. Entropus. I'm not sure about Entropus. I'm just not that worried about spellcasters. Let's see. Whiff of Madness does seem quite good, especially for the 2 ingredients I would be using. Now, if I were to fight against the Wood Elves, what little trinket would I get? I would get... Let's see. The Bark of Ages. Oh, that's not a bad one, though I do like the Urson Totem better. Well, I like the Urson Totem better for curses, but I am curious about Vanguard Deploy as a blessing. How did I get the Elven Skull? That must be from the High Elves. I don't remember fighting... Oh, I got an alliance with the High Elf army. Right. Huh, okay, I wonder what else is easily within reach. But for now, we're just going to focus on the Wood Elves. Let's see. Whiff of Madness, sure. I'll create that curse. And while I'm at it, let's see. I can also make Entropus. Probably better to put that towards a blessing. I don't like Entropus. Let's see. Spectre's Miasma. Entities explode on death. Pass. Hag's Denial. Not great, but I'll take it. Oh, I didn't notice I've got 2 skull ingredients, so I probably could have made extra blessings, but waiting to the next turn to make more blessings and curses is not the end of the world. Tyrion wants money to join the war against Noctilus. Not at the moment. Maybe after I'm done with the Sisters of Twilight, though once I beat the Sisters of Twilight, I'll probably have opened myself up to whole new wars with the Dark Elves, so we'll see. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing as I go, I suppose. Alright, the Dimmed Suns spawned somewhere. Let's see, where did they spawn? In the Sisters' territory. Okay, that's pretty good. I vastly prefer that over them spawning in my territory. We're going to want to present a united front here in the attack on Sister of Twilight territory, so we're going to wait for Ostankya to catch up with Gotrek before we have Gotrek move into their territory. Talika, let's see. We want... What do we want for Talika? Well, earthing isn't bad. I think I'll take earthing, and then after that I'll go for arcane conduit. Now, for technology, we are working on relief columns, right? Because then that leads to increased research speed. We do have enough money to go ahead and spend to upgrade something. What do we want to upgrade around here? We're going to be a bit short for money for a little bit, but nonetheless, we can upgrade the market, which will produce just a little bit more money. Not too shabby. Diplomacy, let's see. We did, I think, run into... Well, we've run into Albrecht now, though Albrecht is probably about to get wiped out by Luther Harkon. We've also run into Yuan Bo. What are Yuan Bo's? Yuan Bo wants to guard the Great Bastion. He's a long way away from it. And he likes to launch caravans. Yeah, that's not a surprise. I'll go ahead and give a trade agreement to him, sure. And let's see, quick deal, what else? Who else wants something?
Prince of Elfwan. At your service.
Not a whole lot going on. I'll make a non-aggression pact with Albrecht, and I'll also offer him a trade agreement. He'll probably die the very next turn, but at the very least, I can throw that up there, and maybe Yuan Bo will like that I made a deal with Albrecht before he died. Since Albrecht and Yuan Bo are seemingly friends. I don't know what the Lizardmen think of Albrecht, though. That could be a potential future conflict, though one that I would really kind of want to avoid. Generally, you want to have as many safe borders at a time in Total War, so that you can actually put your military resources towards more, so that you can dedicate as much of your military forces towards any given front at a time, and not run wars with multiple fronts. Let's see here. Gonna go ahead and attack. Yes, let's go ahead and start hitting the... Whoop. Oh, not Victor Eltsov. No, that's not who I want to attack with. He still might be able to do it on his lonesome, but I don't want to send him off to do it. We will attack Hag Hall. We're declaring war on the Wood Elves.
Our time must not be...
And I don't know what Kotep's gonna think of that, but he's gonna have to chin up if he doesn't like it. And there's no reason to play this battle. It's just gonna be a quick little battle. It'd be a stomping if I did play it. And I will, let's see, I don't really need the Spirit Essence that much, so I'm not going to bother looting when I occupy. I'm just going to take it. Though I believe there's a lot of people who swear by looting that it's great. Got an extra trinket from fighting the Wood Elves. Excellent. We're going to want to fight Kotep pretty soon, partly just to get the trinket from him. Let's see, Gotrek, we will send... Let's see, is there a good ambush space? Hang on, let's put him in ambush stance to begin with.
Let them come.
This'll work, yeah.
Okay.
Not quite as high of ambush possibility as I would like, but I can definitely live with that. Let's see, here in Hag Hall, because it used to be a Wood Elf settlement, it is tier 1 and not very good. We will take... Oh, yeah, the grazing pastures, plus 2% income from farms. Very nice. I'll take that, yes. Now, let's just see. We can make an outpost in the High Elven lands. I'll pass on that for now. Money is just too short around here. And I don't have anything I can build. Now, let's see. Covenant's Curse Mark knows there's no Wood Elf army sitting outside settlements. I should go ahead and put together more blessings and curses, though. Let us see. We've got the Wood Elf Bark of Ages now, so we have the ability to make 2 things using yellow ingredients, or brown, or gold. I'm not sure what... Wood. We'll say just wood ingredients. Alright, let's see here. We've got... Oh, is this a new blessing? This looks like a new blessing. Deadeye Sting. Increased missile damage by 20%. Stalk and Snipe. That's pretty solid. It requires it definitely requires, hang on. Requires the Rotting Clavicle. Okay, not bad. It takes, 3 ingredients. I see. It takes 1 wood ingredient, 1 skull, and then a bone. I see. Interesting. Well, let's see. Bark of Ages definitely works for this. Vanguard Deploy is not bad. Well, hang on, let's see. What units would I only have one missile unit, don't I? The Akshina? Yeah, the Akshina already have Stalk and Snipe and Vanguard deploy. I could throw it on one of the Hag Witches. But using 3 ingredients, that'll probably be a much better blessing once I get access to the rest of the Kislev roster. Let us see here. If I wanted Typhlosis, that would be a bone and a wood. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Wood else will presumably have some kind of melee unit that I don't want to fight. Oh, well, let's take out the speed. I'd rather have minus leadership if I'm going to be fighting a melee unit. And Typhlosis is good on against melee units and ranged units. Whatever, I'll create it. There we go. Now we will go ahead and take, let's see. Well, reduction of spell resist is not very good. But unless you're going against, like, Khorne, maybe, or Dwarfs, who have loads of spell resist, but I'm not going to be fighting Khorne or Dwarfs. Let us see here. Well, I want to get as much as I can out of the blessings and curses as I can. So, let's see. I want to use at least one skull ingredient for a blessing or a curse. And Bear's Bulwark is a pretty good use of a skull ingredient. So, the alternative, Agony Succession, also not bad. It would use a tooth, which would reduce charge bonus. I'm liking Bear's Bulwark. Vanguard deploy on a unit with extra charge bonus. And what's Demon Skull give? Fizz resist. Okay, yeah, this is a very good blessing. That's a very, very good blessing. I'll take that. And let's see. Oh, I guess the numbers don't work out just right for me to be able to use all my ingredients, but that's not the end of the world. I can't get too greedy here. Let's see, we can get Agony Succession, Entropus, or Ember Dread. Ember Dread is also pretty solid. If I were to do Ember Dread, it would be a combination of blue and green ingredients, so increased charge bonus and increased AP damage. That's pretty far from bad. Whereas if I wanted to go with Agony Succession, that would use a blue and a purple ingredient. And I'm just really not fond of the Elven Skull as an ingredient right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Ember Dread. And that should make some pretty deadly units. Yeah. There we go. Now let's go ahead and move on. Probably want to deal with those Savage Orcs, the Dim Suns, sooner rather than later. Otherwise, they're just going to start rampaging through my lands if they can. You just want to cut out hordes as soon as possible, because the longer they live, the more of a problem they'll be. Let's see, the Wood Elves are using the Underway stance. I'm not shocked. Let us see. I will go ahead then and move Gotrek over... Well, if I move him here, then Kotep won't like that. I'll move him over here. It's not great ambush odds, but it is what it is. And we're going to go ahead and have Ostankya also step up over here. And let's see, get her into ambush stance. Now, one of these two will probably fail their ambush roll, but nonetheless, I'm curious to see what this will do. We're going to also apply Covenant's Curse Mark to the Sisters of Twilight, if it'll let me. Enemy army in my territory. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's how they're able to keep it from just pestering the AI with it. Well, that's not a very good hex, then. I doubt I'll be using that much. We can go ahead and purify Hag Hall, though, for a quick spend of some Spirit Essence towards unlocking another hex. I should have went ahead and cast it on Ogak Bootlicker over here. Let's see, we can also perform a building upgrade. And upgrade one of the ports. Do we have anything to upgrade over here in Titan Peaks? Not yet, but we will soon. So we're going to avoid spending just for now. We'll likely be spending quite a bit of money when Kintex upgrades. Let us see. Do the ambushes fail? They probably will. Yes, they do. Because if the ambush succeeds... Yep, Gotrek failed his ambush roll. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, upgrade any settlement building to level 5 to get 10 Spirit Essence and the other Trickster's Shard. Alright. That's not a super great ability, but... A super great item, but... Let's see, we could send somebody up to take on the Witchwood already. Not a very good garrison. Usually magical forests have better garrisons than that. I see the Wood Elves have decided to keep their armies together. That's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Didn't Ostankya have... Hang on. Did Ostankya not have a massively increased ambush chance ability in one of her trees? Forest Lure. I should have taken that earlier. I just didn't want the defending buffs that just don't seem quite so good. But I'll take that next time she levels up. Let us see. We're going to go ahead and have Gotrek camp out in Hag Hall. We're going to have Ostankya move up to take Val's Anvil. That would give her enough to level up and then get the increased ambush chance skill. Ambush chance is always good. It's really one of the best things to get in campaign, especially in the early game where you're always outnumbered. Let us see here, because the AI's advantages. They always outnumber you. Let's see. Obsidian, income from markets plus 1%. Not bad. And, of course, increased Winds of Magic power reserve capacity. Also far from bad. But I should probably look into garrison, especially because the Wood Elves can go ahead and just underway their way over here. But the garrison is always such a boring choice. I want growth, too. And I want money. I want money. I want as much money as I can get. Oh, I forgot the markets did this at Tier 5. Tradable resource production plus 50% local province. That's fantastic. I forgot that was a thing, but that is fantastic. That is excellent. Let us see. I am curious. Well, I don't know if I want to get it started this soon, though, compared to the farms, which would increase growth. It also decreases recruitment cost, though. That's a little bit of the oddball thing there. Let's see. Oh, right, I forgot the Hallowed Woods increase ambush success chance by such an amount. I remember, yeah, in Realm of Chaos, I was building loads of Hallowed Woods everywhere and just having all of my armies sit in ambush. And whenever the rifts would open up and start spawning demon armies, the demon armies would just walk out and immediately get ambushed. It was great. Let's see. Well, the taverns are already doing a pretty good job for growth. I'm really lacking for money is what's preventing me from upgrading my city, so I should probably just go for the market, even though it's kind of a boring choice, relatively speaking. And I'll also upgrade, let's see, between the Petrified Forest, Sildra Grey Rock Point. Sildra is probably the highest priority, so I can get the third tier of the wine building, the orchards. So I'll go ahead and go for, yeah, I'll take this. There we go. And we'll get a tier 3 Sildra, and we can also upgrade the garrison, which is pretty far from bad. Let us see here. Victor Eltsov has leveled up. Let's see. What was Heroic Resilience? What does that do again? What is that? When below 50% health, is melee defense and leadership increase. Not bad, but for now, let's see. Let's keep with army buffs, because that's always the #1 priority at the start of the game. After Route Marcher, of course.
With this, my rule is absolute.
The more blood you can draw from the stone, the better. Let us see. I can also go ahead and put together more blessings and curses. Let's get on that. Because I'm not really spending a whole lot of spirit essence on techs or on hexes for the moment. So let us see. I want... Ooh, what is that ingredient? Horned One trophy. That's from beating a Lizardman army, isn't it? Oh, Dowizar horn. Really? Taking the horn off of a Chaos Dwarf. The inherently cruel greed of the Dowizar oozes from this twisted horn. You know, I never really got past, like, turn 20 of my Chaos Dwarf campaign when I played it. You know, I was really busy at the time. I need to go back and play a Chaos Dwarf campaign. On recording, too. It would be fun. Let's see. Yeah, if we form an alliance with or defeat a Lizardman army, we get the Horned One trophy, which increases speed. Not bad. I can make an alliance with the Lizardmen. That probably wouldn't be too hard. Now, let us see here. I would like... Let's see, probably want to have a little bit of each of the curses, don't we? Each of the curses and each of the blessings. I'll take, I just don't see Agony Succession being too useful against the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves don't like to play a long, slow battle. That seems where Agony Succession would be good. Agony Succession seems like it'd be specifically good against Dwarfs or Nurgle or someone else like that, or the Empire, who is perfectly comfortable to just play a long, slow battle. Cathay would be another one. I don't see myself fighting any of those guys a whole lot, though. Let us see. Spectre's Miasma, I just don't intend on losing any units, so that I'm just going to always pass up in favor of something else. Unburdened Steppe. Devastating Flanker is really good. Strider and Speed plus 20% are also really good. Let's see. It's going to be a stone, so increased AP damage, far from bad. And Vanguard Deploy on it as well. Well, if I was going to use this ability, then I would be putting it on probably a Thing in the Woods. Oh, Things in the Woods don't innately have Vanguard Deploy. Right, that was an ability that came with Talika Koshka. Right. Whenever heroes have special buff abilities, it's easy to forget that those aren't innate. Well, in that case, yeah, Unburdened Steppe doesn't sound bad at all, and it would be a good use of the Bark of Ages. So we'll do that. Boom. Now, let us see here. We are also going to want to make... Well, we want to make use of at least one skull. And the Bear's Bulwark is still a really good one. I'll take that. There we go. And in terms of what's left... Wraith Sight, again, yeah, the damage resist is really what I would be going for. The visibility range, not a big deal there. Agony Succession, though. I'll go with Wraith Sight. Well, range and charge bonus are at two odd buffs that almost kind of conflict in a way. For me to take both. No, I'll take Agony Succession. There we go.
A love potion, you beg of me.
There we go. Nice selection of curses and blessings. Bust those out at the next battle. Okay, so the Wood Elves are going to go ahead and go for it, I see. We're about to have a big battle. Let's see. Rationality or Dogma? Well, I'm not fighting Demons of Chaos, so I'm going to want Rationality. And we've got that tech. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Well, I'm going to quick save. And we are about to have a big old battle here, and this is going to be a mess. And I expect many tactical blunders on my part. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Quite a few heroes. Glade Captains aren't the scariest hero, at least. Hawk Riders. Yeah, the Hawk Riders would present a big problem for my Cave Bats. And let us see here. Dryads. Glade... Not too exciting. War Dancers with Azray Spears are kind of a scary unit, though. I have seen them absolutely wreck some monsters before, and I've got a lot of large units. Giant Spiders count as a large unit. Okay, Cave Bats don't. Akshina don't. The Snow Leopard does count as a large unit. The Hags definitely do. Really, I just have Akshina and Cave Bats in terms of units that are not large. Yeah, and it's much the same for Gotrek. Oof. Okay, so those War Dancers with Azray Spears are going to be a problem. Deepwood Scout's not the scariest. Certainly could do better, but... Let's see. There's a lot of skirmishing going on here, it's unsurprisingly, for Wood Elves. Luckily, I do have a lot of very fast units. Let's see here. If I were to go ahead and apply, let's see, Agony Succession on the Hawk Riders doesn't sound bad, especially because they're going to just skirmish around constantly anyways. Let's see, Whiff of Madness. What units do we want to rampage? Probably the Deepwood Scouts. So let's go ahead and have them rampage so they can't run around. And Tuflosis. Reduced melee attack, melee defense, accuracy, leadership, all very good stuff. Do they have a particularly... Probably want to throw that on a hero, really. And the sisters are going to be... Are the sisters on their dragon or are they on the hawk? Those look like pretty good stats. We're going to want to throw Toflosis on them. They do have Force March going on. Okay, for blessings, let us see here. Vanguard Deploy and Bear's Bulwark, increased charge. And Fizz Resist, probably need to throw that on the Incarnate Elemental Beast. He takes a lot of damage in most situations. We have another Bear's Bulwark. Who do we want to throw that on? Well, let's see. What are the other abilities? Vanguard, Unburdened Step. Well, the things in the woods have... Yeah, they have Vanguard deploy courtesy of Talika. Pretty well everything in this army has Vanguard deploy, except for the Hagwitch themselves and the Incarnate Elemental. But I could throw... Well, that's weapon damage, not missile damage. I was thinking for a second about throwing that on the Hags, but the Hags don't get into melee very often. Give me just a second. Sorry, I had to check something. Notified about something, but it's nothing. Let us see. Yeah, that's Unburdened Step. We're going to want to throw that on... Well, it's probably nothing to worry about too much. We'll see. If I see any units here that particularly seem like they could use it. Ember Dread, just make a unit, one unit in particular hit harder. Don't want to throw that on a hero unit because the plus 6 AP damage doesn't matter for a hero. And Hag's Denial. Increased range. 40% ward save. That's pretty far from bad. Yeah, these are a lot of... Okay. So I used a lot of the Cold One Tooth, I think I did, that gives the increased AP. Well, We'll throw Hag's Denial on maybe this Gold Chevron Dakshina. And Bear's Bulwark. I kind of feel like... Well, I don't... I'll throw it on Ostankya herself. Is there anything I want to throw on Gotrek? Because Gotrek's already pretty strong on his own. If I throw a Blessing on, he could be even stronger. No, let's throw it on one of Gotrek's things in the woods, sure. And then Ember Dread. 20% buff. Not a specific number, but 20%. And gives flaming attacks. I'm going to throw that on Gotrek. There we go. And are we set to control a large army? We are. Okay. And I've already quick saved, so let's do this. This is probably going to make the video take a bit longer than I intended, but... fun, cool, exciting battle once a video works out pretty well. Can't just have 30 minutes of administrating in every video. Tree Singer to Hen. I'm not sure I've ever seen that Wood Elf name before, but then again, I guess I don't build a whole lot of Spell Weavers. Or Spell Singers. Which one is it? One of the hero is the Spell Weaver and the Lord is the Spell Singer, right? I can't remember. No, it's the reverse. The Lords are the Spell Weavers, because on the tabletop, the Spell Weavers that used the lore of High Magic were called High Weavers. And the ones that used Dark Magic were Dark Weavers. Wow, this map is really dark. Oh boy, our power reserve is absolutely terrible. Jeez, the Winds of Magic are just not flowing, and I've just not taken the time to charge up my Winds of Magic. Should have done that between the war, but whatever. This war will probably be over with quickly. I just need to beat these armies, and then I'll be able to move up and take the Wildwood. And once the Wildwood is gone, the Wood Elves are, for all intents and purposes, done. Do I want to really rush them, or do I want to draw them into a trap? I'm probably going to want to draw them into a trap. Because otherwise, Wood Elves don't like... What Wood Elves want is to be able to pick their matchups. What makes the Wood Elves strong is that each of their units, except for, the Treekin and Drygads and Treemen, each of their units are generally glass cannons, but exceptional in their given favorite matchup. What is going on with the snow leopard down here? Oh, that's actually just its idle pose. Okay, I thought it had started walking during the battle deployment phase. I was confused. I'd never seen a unit do that before. But no, that makes a lot more sense. Let us see. The reinforcements are going to be coming in. Okay, can I rush their reinforcements? Not really. They're going to be coming back there. They're going to deploy before I'm ready. My reinforcements are going to be coming in over here. I see. Well, I'm probably going to want to deploy my army to receive the reinforcements. Though, if I were to Vanguard deploy, what could I... I don't think I could make really that awkward of a Vanguard deploy situation for the Wood Elves. This is going to be a bit of a mess, I can feel already. Any reinforcement heavy battle ends up being a bit of a mess just by nature. But this one I can feel is going to be real messy. Wait a second. Oh, no. I could do this. This would be really stupid. But I'm going to do it, and if it doesn't work, I'm just going to rematch the battle. Oh, yeah, this is going to be dumb. Oh, yeah! That is probably just going to result in death for me. But nonetheless, I'm doing it. And the Hag Witches and the Frost Leopards will wait for Gotrik's reinforcements to show up. Well, to be honest, Ostankya, with her buffs that I put on her, what's her speed? Well, the banner and the blessing. Oh, no, okay, I haven't given her any that increased her speed. Right, okay, I got that mixed up. For a second, I thought the Gleaming Pennant increased speed. It does not. There is one of the banners that gives speed and strider, but that's not the one I have. I need to check magical items after this. Okay, for curiosity's sake, what's the range on the bear? 300 meters. Ooh, not bad. We'll go ahead and send her up to go do that. And we'll send Talika Koshka over to pester them as well. I won't send the snow leopards over. It's unlikely that the AI is going to expose themselves in such a way that would be to my advantage. They're actually going to seek the high ground. Credit where credit is due. Is Ostankya launching her bear? She is, but she's having trouble catching up. Ooh, that's a big array of magic missiles with some absolutely phenomenal range. What unit shot that? That wasn't the bound magic missile that Glade Lords get, is it? That might be the bound magic missile of Glade Captains. Hang on, let's go ahead and cast Gullius on Talika then to make up for that somewhat. But yeah, they are all going to hide in the forest, which for Wood Elves very much makes sense. Let's go ahead and chuck a bear at them. Take this, you fools. You dumb idiots. It's a bear. Oh, that was disgusting. That was nasty. Oh, and I get infinite uses of that? Ostankya is the ultimate artillery piece. Oh, hey, the reinforcements arrived. Yeah, everybody just get in there and get some action, I guess. Yeah, I don't even know. That's just going to be a mess. Like I said, that one was partly just doing that to be funny. Let's see. Over here, yeah, Ostankya can just keep lobbing bears at people as long as they don't respect her. And she can probably just keep casting Gullius on Talika as well. Assault of Stone. That is a 200 meter range. Okay, I'll be careful about that then. I won't spam that too much. Especially since evidently she keeps getting annihilated by magic missiles. Let's see. The cave bats I need to pull out here. They're getting whooped by somebody. Possibly the war dancers. Let's see, I am having the Akshina apparently focus all their fire into the War Dancers, which is nice. The Cave Bats, there is currently like one Cave Bat entity stuck in there, so they're going back to get him, leave no man behind. The classic Total War philosophy. Let us see here. Now, with what's going on over here, I could drop the summon things in the woods, but I won't for the moment. What's the cast range on Flock of Doom? 100 meters, that's right. Let's see, how close? We're not too close on recharging the bear, I see. Over here on this front, this is, yeah, still just as stupid as I was expecting. Oh, I see. So, yeah, the cave bats are just going to keep going in until they win that fight, unfortunately. Which it's unlikely they will. I might be able to redirect them to go over and fight the war dancers with Azrae Spears over there. Let's see, the reinforcements are now coming in. Okay, over here. Now, are we in a good range to cast something? I won't cast Bombardment. That won't be particularly good. I could throw Transformation of Kadon down. That would be a big cast of Winds of Magic, though. Flock of Doom might be better. Especially because really the primary reason you use Transformation of Kadon is for the fear and terror that the Manticore throws up. Let us see here. Yeah, no, they're not going to be in Flock of Doom range for a good while. Now, let's mark these guys over here as a group and not a locked one. The rest of the Wood Elf army is seemingly coming over here. Let us see. If we were to send them up against the Hawk Riders, they would lose pretty clearly. And this whole army is about to just get flanked terribly, I can already see. So, this was definitely a... You know, I did it just being funny. But it's just going to end up being not quite working out. Let's see here. Can I send the Incarnate? The Incarnate of not Elemental Beast is not actually getting in there and fighting. Let's see. The Cave Bats I've sent up against the Hawk Riders, knowing they're probably not going to do too well. Let's see. Over here, we are now in the realm of possibility to get good use out of Flock of Doom here. Gulia still hasn't recharged. We'll nonetheless have the Hag. We'll go ahead and have... Let's go ahead and set her to... Let's go ahead and set Ostankya to melee. And we'll use her as a chariot. Let's see. Juggling two different sides of the battlefield here. Actually, the Cave Bats have wrecked the Hawk Riders. Wow, that's actually kind of incredible. Let's not get too close to the Wood Elf ranged options here. But yeah, this is... I really thought the Cave Bats were going to lose that matchup pretty cleanly. No, actually, the Hawk Riders are not that tough. Ostankya has got stuck in the Wood Elf spear. She was charging upward, so that wasn't a smart move on my part. Let us see here. You need to stay away from the Azrae spears as well. It's not an ideal situation for you. And cast Flock of Doom on the Dryads. The Dryads do have a bit of fizz resist. Yeah, Ostankya is just getting whooped here. Can I force her through the pile? I think I can. Just barely, but she took a lot more damage than I intended. So she'll cast Julius on herself. And then can we throw the bears at some... We can throw a bear at... it's not really a good position to cast the bear here. So we'll... Oh, what's going on? Seems like... Oh, hello. I can't cancel out of this. I'm stuck with a tooltip on my screen. Can I just... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, did that fix it? I think that fixed it. Okay, it did. Okay, that was weird. Good to know that was a new bug. Something related to tooltips looked like. Oh, don't throw your magic missiles at those two war dancers over there, Ostankya. Come on. Enemy reinforcements approaching. I thought we'd already dealt with them all. I guess they haven't got out of their spawn zone, have they? No, it doesn't look like they have. And the Incarnate Elemental of Beast has went ahead and He's went ahead and wrecked the sisters, which is pretty funny. See, over here, the Cave Bats are still chasing these Hawk Riders to the death. Good on them. Let's get them out of here, though. I don't want them taking any more wounds if I can help it. Over here, Ostankya needs to keep being pushed away, and let's see, have her go for the Glade Guard. Let's see here, can we push into the Glade Guard and hit them hard? And over here, these Dryads who are just going to rout, because, yeah... We'll go ahead and have Talika start running them down. At some point soon, the sisters are going to have to bring out the rest of their reinforcement army here. Can I throw the bear? Let's throw the bear at the... the War Dancers are just doing a very good job of staying very dispersed at the moment, so a big splash spell wouldn't do much against them. Are those War Dancers with Azrae Spears? They are. Let's throw a bear at them. Alright, cast it quickly. Oh, nope, yep, that's a slow cast. That's a slow cast animation. I guess that's something that keeping it from being too OP. Who's routing? An Akshina that the enemy spawned into. Yeah, that makes sense. I should have taken the time to place those Akshina elsewhere. Let's see, let's get rid of the Spellsinger of Beasts here. The other Akshina, let's see, I don't know why. Did they run out of ammo? No, they just got dragged into melee by some unit. Yeah, I should have been paying attention. Cave Bats over here. I don't have anything for them to do. Let's put them somewhere safer. Right there sounds good. Okay, yeah, Talika's just going to be running down Dryads for a minute. Ostankya, what is she up to? There she is. Okay, let's see. We need to get some distance away from these Azrae Spear War Dancers. Or, well, we probably could just go ahead and bring up the rest of Gottric's army here. Let's see. The Snow Leopards, let's bring them up closer. Let's send them after the Dryads, just to have them do something. These Cave Bats here, do we want them to do something? Certainly wouldn't hurt. I'll send them after the Glade Guard. The rest of Gottric's army here, let's mouse over them all and unclick the Cave Bats, and we will set them to a formation, a locked grouping, so I can keep track of who they are. Let's move them over to this lake. Ostankya, we're going to keep on the move here. Let's see, can I go ahead? Will I be able to throw the bear at those war dancers now? Alright, let's see. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, there it goes. Off it goes. Enjoy! And not as good a damage as I would have liked, but it wasn't you know, the way the targeting system works in Total War Warhammer, it always aims for the closest unit. What is this? Okay, those are my things in the woods. Okay, I saw a unit icon I didn't recognize and assumed it was a wood elf icon. I was incorrect. That was distinctively not a wood elf unit icon. Okay, the Akshina, let's see, have pulled out somewhat. Let's see if I can get them to shoot for the Eternal Guard. Sure, I have a lot of large units. These Cave Bats over here, do I want them doing anything? I'll probably just... Well, they've got high vigor. They're not losing vigor really at all here, which I think is the result of Talika's little ability where she reduces the vigor loss of animals. But I could use the Cave Bats somewhere, but it's difficult to say. Don't I have an ability where I can see units that are hidden in forests? I can, but... Okay, right. But visibility still kicks in, where if they're on the other side of a hill in a forest, I don't get vision of them. That makes sense. That makes more sense. For a second, I thought that was pretty crazy, being able to see everybody in a forest. But no, that makes more sense. Have we got the reduced cost on Flock of Doom on? No, we haven't. Where is Talika? She is still chasing those Dryads. Okay, let's send Talika up here where she can be of more use. Ostankya, we will keep her skirmishing around here. Those Glade Guard are going to get absolutely wrecked by those Cave Bats. And it's going to be funny. Let us see here. We could go ahead and cast the Enfeebling Foe at some point. Let's cast Gullius on Ostankya herself. I'm sure there are better ways to cast that, but for now I just want to heal her. Let's see. Talika will cast Block of Doom on the Dryads. Okay, so they're just continually pouring in more reinforcements as... Okay, I see what's happening here. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, okay, so the reinforcements can't come in because I'm blocking it with my units, but as more of their units die, more space is made to bring in more reinforcements. I see. Run down these Azray Spears as they run away. Are we getting close to a chain route? It seems like it. Let's run down these Dryads. And these Cave Bats here, let's see. Up here, are we looking at... We have found a Glade Captain. Let's move the Cave Bats away, though. Other than that, I'm not too terrible. I was curious if they had any missile units up here. We're getting very close to a chain route. I think this is a chain route. Yeah, we've got a chain route. Okay. All things considered, pretty good for this kind of big group mess battle. I wound up not even using half the army, which is how I usually end up with these kind of messy big group battles. Ostankya's army took a lot of casualties, but I was kind of just doing a goofy joke with them anyways. One of the Akshina got an exceptional amount of kills, possibly partly because of that blessing I put on them. Ostankya did fantastically, but that bear magic missile is just amazing, and I need to be using it all the time. The Incarnate Elemental of Beasts had a very good time. He took down at least one lord, probably 2 heroes, and several other units, likely because he is a constant roaming Flock of Doom. It seems like what the Incarnate Elemental of Beasts wants to do is he wants to just go after squishy units. He seems like a very dedicated, like, I almost want to say like a bully, in that in terms of he is a strong unit that wants to punch down. Let's see, what is the gold value he got? Oh, 4,000 gold! And barely any damage. Fantastic. Yeah, the Incarnate Elemental of Beast was a winner on that front. Whew. Oh, 1,000 gold return on value. 1,000 on the Akshina, very nice. Yeah, lots of good return on value here. Ostankya, 2,000. Very nice all around the board here, it looks like. Even the spiders. Yeah, the spiders all did exceptionally. They had them surrounded, though, so that makes sense. And, of course, Gothric's army got, like, no value except for the cave bats. There you go. Okay, we can kill for Spirit Essence. Bleh. Army replenishment, that sounds quite good. 1,000 gold, also not bad. I'll take army replenishment because I want to move on to the Wildwood soon. Now, presumably, quite a bit of both Wood Elf armies will be left. No, they're completely wiped out. Alright, well, that was a rollicking success. Let's see, and because we defeated the Sisters of Twilight, the Ostankya now has plus 20% casualty replenishment rate for herself, and also plus 10% missile strength for herself. Yeah, on Ostankya, that's pretty far from bad. She already does a lot of missile strength. And plus 2 leadership when attacking for the whole army. Nice. And, hey. A lot of followers we just picked up. There we go. Speaking of followers, let's go ahead and check the loadout here. Are any of the followers here are any of the ancillaries here something we want to replace? Let's see. Kislevite Kossar, that is campaign movement range plus 7%. Certainly not bad. Is there anything here we would like to replace with that? Enemy hero action success chance. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see. Can I get rid of this gentleman? Yes, I can. Kislevite Kossar, there we go. Now, in terms of what else? Ataman's Administrator, If I'm playing a real defensive war, then that's actually quite good. And as Kislev, I do like to play defensively sometimes, especially with how they get access to good recruitment rate and good bonuses when they're in on their own lines. But right now, like, Ostankya seems more offensive, more aggressive than the other Kislevite Legendary Lords. Veteran Warrior, that's quite good. Scarecrow Banner is quite good. Gleaming Pennant, I'll get rid of, well, Vodka Distiller, let's see. Yeah, Gleaming Pennant seems like the iffiest, so I'll go ahead and replace that then with... Oh, really? Okay, well, I guess I'll put that back on? Oh, the War Pennant is just straight up better. The War Banner, okay. And then Talika will take the Student, so that we get increased research rate. Now, Talika, let's see, what skills do I have to put on you? Arcane Conduit. And Ostankya, we want the increased ambush chance, so let's take Forest's Lure. And, yeah, now that I actually look at those bonuses, I mean, it's rare that I fight defensive battles, but when I do, plus 5 melee attack and plus 18 charge bonus is exceptional. Let's see, Coven's Will, minus 20% Spirit Essence cost. For Hexes, Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity plus 20. You know what, I'll go ahead and take that, even though I don't like spending less on Hexes. I want to build up amount of Spirit Essence. Plus 20 Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity is just exceptional. Like, that's actually crazy. Okay, how much movement range do we have left on her? Alright, while we're healing, let's go ahead and have her start, channeling. We'll move her up there. Gotrek, well, I guess you'll also channel for the moment. And now I should probably, I'll go ahead and wrap up this turn, and then I'll cut the recording. One more turn. Let's see, we can upgrade Hag Hall. I won't invest in Hag Hall. We're close enough to a few enemies there that it could potentially be taken next turn. Let's see, I want to invest, let's upgrade the markets in Kintex and the tavern. Nah, we'll hold off on the tavern. We don't need a whole lot of growth or control right now. Arnheim just got upgraded. Let's see. I'm thinking a farm and a hallowed wood. And the hallowed wood will increase the farm's income, and the farm will reduce the recruitment cost of all the units we build here. So, very nice. And I'll look into the very next tech. Let us see here. Right. Festival of Urza, yes. The gathering is an important date in the Ungol calendar, upon which the strength of the bear god and the protection he gives the common folk of Kislev is celebrated citywide. I want to see more Ungol lore. The Ungols are cool dudes. I'm excited for, somebody's working on bringing back, there was a mod, before the launch of Immortal Empires, there was a mod that added the Hung Khanates as a playable race in custom battles and multiplayer. And it was very cool. Had very cool units, had a very interesting army design with a strong focus on, you know, skirmish cavalry, because the Hung are very clearly supposed to be Warhammer's version of the real-life Mongols and Huns. However, the issue was that it reused assets from Total War Three Kingdoms, and fairly blatantly in a few places, so the mod had to be taken down around the time of the Immortal Empires update, sadly. However, I believe that one of the other modders has taken the mod back up and is working on rebuilding it, but this time without Three Kingdoms assets. And I'm very excited for that, because that could be a very cool race to play. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and call it here, as this video has gone much over time. It's probably getting close to an hour if it hasn't already hit the hour point. So, I will see you folks next time with more Ostankya stankiness.